Hello, everybody. Katie Beans here. I wanted to, hold on, I'm trying to add some people. Inviting. Today's little quick video is going to be about catheters and fistulas. Because I've experienced them both and am experiencing them in a different way, because everybody doesn't go through everything at the same time, and everybody doesn't go through everything the same. This is just me talking from my personal experience. I'm not a doctor, but I am experiencing it, and these are my thoughts on things. And I only felt inspired to do this video because I'm noticing that there's a lot of people, more than myself, that have had revisions to their fistula, and it's a very scary process. And some people, they've been doing this for 10, 20 years. I'm not one of those people. And a lot of people that are doing that, they're saying things that they're giving opinions that just aren't very empathetic to other people, because they're like, oh, you'll be fine. You got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do that. I got some thoughts on that. And I'm going to express those thoughts. Okay. I got some people invited. Hi. Hey, Shushi Homemaker is in the house. Thank you all for watching, whoever's watching. Try to give some waves and some shout outs. Okay. So basically, I've basically seen some, people asking questions about fistulas, and they're feeling like they're being bullied and things like that. And I'm going to be very honest. A lot of the doctors, they're going to push you to get the fistula. They're going to be like, we don't like the catheter. It could hurt you. It can get infections. And you know what? They're not lying. You can get infections. But usually it's not your fault. It's the fault of, I'm not going to say usually. If you're taking care of your fistula properly and keeping it dry, things like that, your fistula can be replaced if it needs to be. I'm not fistula, your catheter. Catheters can cause this and that, right? So your catheter can be replaced if it's not working properly. Your catheter it is high risk for infection, true. But let's be very honest. A fistula takes months to mature. It takes months to mature. It can take up to 6 months to mature. So for those of you who are being told they don't want to keep a catheter more than 3 months, it's fucking bullshit, first of all, because it could take up to 6 months to mature. So you're not even able to use your fistula until it's matured, until it's ready to be used. So for anybody who's being told they don't want to keep it in this and that, and they're pressing you for these surgeries, it's your body. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. And I think a lot of times these healthcare professionals in this particular sector of healthcare, because in my mind it is a totally different world, okay? If you compare it to a hospital or cancer and all that other shit, okay? People that have dialysis, people who are suffering from end-stage renal disease, we are in our own category. So if you are not in that category, please keep scrolling and mind your fucking business, because you don't know what you're talking about. And if you want to learn, keep quiet and listen. All right? So as far as you being rushed, those of you who are being rushed to get this surgery, I'm just going to share my experience. I took my sweet ass time to get my fistula revised because I wanted to take my time to make sure it was something that I really wanted to do. Did I want to do PD? Did I need some more education on PD? Did I want to see if that was even an option that I wanted? I'm not being rushed for nobody, okay? I'm not being rushed to have my body chopped and screwed for nobody. So I talked to my people that love me. Somebody taking a nap right there, right next to me. Mm-hmm. All right. I talked to the people that love me, my family, and I said, hey, do I want to get chopped and screwed And if I'm going to be chopped and screwed, oh, hi, my mother-in-law's watching. Hey, Mrs. Walters, what's up, girl? Yes, so I'm giving my shout-outs and highs. For those of you who are going through this and you are new to this, and they're pressing you to get this fistula surgery, and they're telling you that you can't keep your catheter in but for so long. Catheters are not permanent. They are not supposed to be there forever. But you take your time and don't allow these people to butcher you. You take your time and you ask all the questions that you want. And that's what I did. You know, I got my first fistula surgery as a testimony in February. I just got my revision in August. I took my time. Now my revision is still in the healing process, because even with a revision, it takes up to 4 weeks for them to, then you follow up with your vascular surgeon, and your vascular surgeon has to give the okay for your access to be accessed. So, for anybody who's being bullied and pressured, do not be scared. Do not allow it to push you into that point of anxiety where you're having panic attacks. And because it's not fair for anybody to do that to anybody. This is already a scary situation. This is already a life-changing situation, but it doesn't have to be. It is your body, and you have choices, and you don't have to rush anything. As long as you are properly taking care of your access that you have, which if it is your, hey Jill Renee, hey, hope I said your name right. I love your name. It's so cool. If you feel that way, don't feel that way. Take your time. Ask as many questions as you want. Be your own advocate. Play a major role in your treatment, because if you do not take care of you, nobody's going to take care of you. And if you don't ask these questions, nobody's going to ask these questions for you. If you do not take your time and you allow them to rush you, you could really be setting yourself up for failure, because, you know, like I said, these particular surgeries are... Take your time and you allow them to rush you, they could really be setting yourself up. Stop. He's crazy. Like I said, these particular surgeries are... Mute it. Alright, so my honey's listening to my video at the same time. So basically, make sure that you are asking questions and being your own advocate. It could be the next life that you save could potentially be your own, because you're taking your time. You don't have to be rushed into these things. So catheters are dangerous. Yes, I'm not denying that. They are dangerous. They are very susceptible for infection. I have gone through that too. But, you know, the worst thing you could do is do a surgery that you didn't really want, that's irreversible, because fistulas are irreversible, everybody. I don't know if anybody knows that. They will not reverse that surgery. And if anybody who doesn't really know what a fistula is, I'll let you know. It is a surgery. They take an artery and they take a vein and they fuse it together to use it for dialysis, to be dialyzed. That's the smallest version of the definition I can give you. There are more details about it. If you want to know more, you know, it's great old Google. Google it. It'll give you examples. It'll give you videos of even the surgery, how it's done, and things like that. Do your homework, guys, because they're not going to teach you this at the centers. The doctor's not going to get into that much detail about it. They're just going to press the fact that a catheter is dangerous. They don't want to deal with the infections and the hospitalizations. So they're going to press you to get it out. This is true. But always love you first. Put that care part into it for yourself, because nobody else is going to do it. Ask those questions and take your time and make sure that it's something that you want. Because I wish to God that somebody had explained it or broke it down to me the way I now know it. Because when I got my catheter placed, when I was first beginning dialysis, nobody told me that it was an irreversible surgery. I really didn't truly understand it, but they said, hey, we can do it at the same time. That way you can just get it done. You'll be put to sleep. You won't feel a thing, which was a lie, because you do feel it when you wake up. It hurts like hell. It's very painful, and it takes about a week to stop For me, in my experience, it took about a week before I started to feel less irritated. And your arm doesn't feel, or wherever the access is going to be, mine is in my arm, it doesn't feel like your arm anymore. Your arm feels very